I have a question for you Norwegians. And I hope it's okay that I am vulnerable and real with you guys for a minute, because I know in these channels we're supposed to be authentic, but that authenticity means a certain set of values, of goals and drives and ambitions that we're not supposed to name, but that's never been my style. So my question is, do you follow me? Because I've been doing some different collaborations, kind of testing out if I liked that. And what I learned from the results from that is that something like 90% of my viewers do not follow me. So what I used to have an assessment as, well, it's still true, is that I have 4 times the expected engagement for my follower level. And I used to think that meant I just had really committed followers that watched my videos several times each. When I dug into the data, and y'all know I used to be a data scientist many years ago, when I dug into the data, that's just not true. Actually, most of my views are people that are not following me, which means that I'm showing up all the time in the For You page and not getting followed. But people are seeing me. And let me just explain why this matters to me. I started this page actually because I was trying to sell a book about women's history. And you actually can't sell history books these days without a platform and a following. So I did what my agent wanted me to do because I wanted to sell a book about how jordmødre got pushed out of the birthing market in America and how that hasn't served women. The book didn't sell. The following wasn't big enough. And now this TikTok that I never really meant to have has given me so many opportunities in Norway. So many of you say that the things I share help you understand your own culture anew. And my new current ambitions are to have a TV show. I would love it to be on NRK, where I show, it's like a domestic travel show, where I show Norway to you Norwegians with fresh eyes. Sometimes it will be silly little bits like what I do on this channel, and sometimes it will be serious cultural analyses using my expertise as a professor. And real talk, with all the changes in the world today, I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on, Norway likes to follow America's footsteps. And for better or worse, that is already happening. And I personally think that now more than ever, Norway needs a cultural guide to itself from somebody that both knows your culture, but can come at it with fresh eyes like I can. And the key for me getting a show like this is to get more and more exposure. People see my TikToks. They call me to be on NRK. They call me to do interviews for different podcasts, for different shows. Clips of my channel get put on the radio in Bergen. That needs to happen more and more, and that's going to happen with more followers. And that's also how I'm going to get a TV show like this, is to get more followers. And you know what? I feel like as women particularly, we're not supposed to name this. And as influencers generally, we're not supposed to say, I have goals, I have ambitions. But y'all, I left everything to integrate to this country. I was a professor, I was successful, and I've realized that my TikTok has become my outlet for being a professor and teaching people. And a show would do even more than that. I also want to expand Norway's horizon and show something that's happening in America, that we have space now for TV show hosts with accents in the native tongue that they're speaking. We have TV show hosts in America that have accents in English, and I think Norway's been good about showing that not all Norwegians are white, but maybe we haven't been as good at saying you can have an accent and also be fluent in Norwegian and have a show. And here's the thing, the numbers show that people see my content, people know who I am. I've seen people screenshotting comments to me or to friends that send it to me like, oh, you got in a Kari video. But the numbers show that far more people see them than are on the record as seeing them. I have views, I need more followers. So I'm asking a favor. If you're not following me, can you follow me? If you are following me, can you recommend me to one friend? I'm actually about to launch a 30-day series of what you need to know if you're immigrating to Norway, because that's a hot topic issue right now with Americans. It's been a popular series with Norwegians, so you're American that wants to move to Norway. So you could recommend that to them. You could, if you follow me, you'll catch all the episodes, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I just thought maybe I'd finally just come out here and ask, because that's the one thing I haven't done. And I try not to be ashamed of my ambitions because I try to use my voice for good and to help people. So maybe it's not so bad to ask for some help getting to that goal. And stay tuned because I'm going to start dropping those that series about things you need to know if you're immigrating to Norway pretty soon, maybe today.